Laeticia, you ready to roll on your end?
Ray? Well, we have assembled everyone.
All right, I'll initiate the transfer. Get somewhere you won't be seen. Hey, Antonio, I want you to meet my friends. Let's go welcome the princess and the others in the transfer chamber. Welcome to my humble abode, Your Highness.
Ray, this is your ship?
Not so different from the Tyrannus, huh?
But it is so different. There are so many lights.
Ah, well, this ship is up and running, I guess. Antonio, I give you Princess Laeticia.
I am Laeticia Asterius. Thank you, once again.
A pleasure, Princess. I'm Antonio. Raymond, you've been traveling with such a stunning beauty this whole time?
Oh, well...
All right, everyone. Let's make for the bridge. We'll be taking off soon.
See that? There's your planet, Laeticia. Aster 4.
That is... our planet? Our world?
To think all of our struggles have taken place in such a minuscule space makes one feel insignificant.
Yes, but it is so very beautiful.
No doubt about it.
Right then. I suppose we'd best get going. Elena, Chloe, Miss Kenny.
Roger.
It's been so long.
I'll, do my best.
We're counting on you, Aldous. Chloe, get us out of orbit. Keep thrusters at 1/4 power.
Exiting orbital trajectory. Thrusters at 1/4 power. We have exited orbit. Now entering conventional space. All systems green.
Right then. I guess our first priority is to chase that ship carrying Boldor and the others.
I hope you're not intending to engage them. The Aldous won't stand a chance.
Oh, yes, Ray. Here. This is from Lola. It is a record of the battle between the Scorpion battleship and the Akizuki from the Tyrannus. She hopes it will prove useful.
Much appreciated. Okay, let's get this analyzed quick. I have no intention of taking them head on. All right. If we compile this data first, we might at least be able to figure out where the hell that battleship is headed.
Under normal circumstances, it would likely be their homeworld. It may be safe to assume they are returning there.
No such location that would correspond with the concept of a homeworld exists within Scorpion.
Is that so?
Scorpion is a collective of life that forms a network which spans the galaxy, with enormous spaceships traveling between artificial colonies and space stations.
Well, couldn't those be considered their home planet?
No. In this particular instance, all the bases and ships are also part of the overall Scorpion life form.
That is correct.
So, you got any idea which one of these massive life forms they might be headed to then?
The man known as Gaston contained many factors that differ from the current state of the Scorpion. Thus, the accuracy of any predictions we make will be low.
Hey, okay. Are you really telling me we don't have any leads right out of the gate? I mean, can't we use our long-range sensors to pick up their trail?
Yeah, they're already way out of range of our sensors.
For crying out loud.
What's that?
Okay, take it easy. It's the sensors picking something up. It might even be them. Chloe?
No, it's a Federation ship. They're approximately 36 hours away.
A Federation ship. They may be coming to apprehend Sayuri and I.
Alright, it doesn't look like they're heading for Aster. Want to test our luck and try to make contact?
Unlike the Astoria, they are making no effort to conceal themselves. At this distance, the Aldous should be able to outrun them as well.
Not so sure about this.
Chances are they picked up our signal already. It'd be more risky to just sit around and do nothing. Ant, patch a signal through open comms.
Roger that. Opening a line of communication. Connection established. Putting them on screen.
This is Captain Raymond Lawrence, aboard the Vergoldian transport vessel, Aldous. State your name and affiliation.
This is the Pan-Galactic Federation battlecruiser, Bella Golf. And I am its captain, Curtis Aldridge. I never expected to meet a member of the Lawrence family in the middle of nowhere like this. It's an honor.
Permit me to skip the formalities, Captain Curtis. What brings you out to this middle of nowhere?
We're en route to our destination and in a hurry. Though I'm not about to share any more than that with the captain of an anti-Federation Vergoldian ship.
Understandable. So I suppose it's just a coincidence that you happen to be heading in the same direction as the Scorpium ship that we happen to be tracking?
How do you know of the Scorpium?
We just recently engaged a Scorpium vessel which had entered the Aster system. We've since determined that the ship was crewed by soldiers from the federated planet of Vir.
Captain Raymond, I think it may be best we exchange information. I should like to make contact with your ship.
I must decline. You see, I was on board another ship, the Ydas, when it was taken out by an unlawful attack from a Federation battlecruiser not too long ago.
Are you referring to the Astoria? I hear it was illicitly cloaked and attacked without warning.
Oh, well, if you know about that, then I assume the Astoria must already be hung out to dry.
Actually, they're currently on the run.
What?
The Federation's most advanced ship has gone rogue?
Our ship, on the other hand, is in no such state. Transmit our logs to Vergold if you like. We have nothing to hide. We make for the site of an emergency mission, though at present, we could use all the information on the Scorpium that we can get.
Fine. Send us a rendezvous point. We'll give you an estimated time of arrival once we figure it out on our end.
Much appreciated. Wishing you a safe voyage. Over and out.
Coordinates for the rendezvous point received. Our ETA is 10 hours, 57 minutes. Ray? No. Captain. I think that we can trust him.
I agree. We may gain some valuable information this way.
You should be more worried about getting arrested. We have no reason to trust them, or think that they have our best interests at heart.
Arrested. Oh, yes. I suppose you're right.
Either way, we still have 11 hours until we know for sure. All right, everyone. Let's take breaks and shifts.
What of us?
Right. Allow me this opportunity to give you all a tour of the ship. Raymond may be the captain now, but the Aldous is still my ship after all.
Understood. You have my thanks, Sir Antonio.
Wonder what Antonio has everyone up to.
Ray.
Hey, did my brother behave on your tour?
Antonio is much more of a gentleman than you.
Aw, thank you. So, what do you think of the Aldous?
How should I put it?
It's incredible! Every last bit of it! Nothing short of incredible!
Every aspect of life here is like another world. No, another dimension. It's all so astounding. I don't know where to begin.
Let me say this. Preventing him from wandering off whenever I look elsewhere is proving quite a difficult task.
I know full well that this journey will be difficult, but it is quite thrilling to think I will experience what was spoken of in Larkus for myself.
Glad to hear it. You're welcome to wander and check everything out at your leisure. Any questions? Feel free to ask Antonio or myself. On that note, Chloe?
Yes, Captain.
If you hear a voice come out of that, do what it asks, okay?
Yes. Understood.
We've prepared rooms for each of you in the living quarters. Rest up as much as you can until we rendezvous with the Vela Gulf.
Your family must be one of the great houses of this sea of stars. Still, it beggars belief that you of all people could come from such a distinguished lineage.
I have investigated Captain Curtis Aldridge. The record of his career suggests that he is quite the seasoned veteran.
All the fancy trappings of her life seem to have thrown Laeticia and her friends for a loop. I'm sure they'll get the swing of things soon enough.
I guess Theo was a no-show?
Albert and I did ask him to come along, but he refused, citing the lack of laborers and post-war affairs, the need for negotiation with the Empire, and assisting Lola with the Tyrannus. He asked that I worry not of home, and to instead focus on my journey to the stars.
Understandable. Tough position. But I'm sure working for the betterment of the kingdom will help him feel better, right?
I think so too.
We need to find out what Boldor is up to. Not just for Osirius and Vale, but for Theo as well.
Agreed.
Wonder what Marielle's up to. She was up on the bridge last I saw her.
Hey, Chloe, what's this? Chloe? That's odd. Chloe? Chloe?
Sword practice, huh? We got a lot of hurdles ahead of us, so maybe don't push yourself too hard.
Nay, you need not worry after me. I find myself reminded of my limitations.
Gotcha. Well, I guess a lot's happened so far.
Yes, and while not all can be solved at the thrust of a sword, there remains much that good swordsmanship can prove. Should this world of mine continue to advance in technology, there may come a day when swords such as these no longer serve any martial purpose. One day when which they are but relics of the past. Yet even then, I believe they will offer us some things we will never lose. The chivalrous way of our knights, sworn to their swords, may yet carry on through the ages. Discarded or replaced, something more spiritual and cultural shall remain.
What makes you think that?
I believe that the very same drive, which compels us to fight, is the same which we will require in order to move our world forward. Never mind the fact that you acknowledged in our first sparring session that your world too retains military arts.
Yeah, I guess I did say something like that. And yeah, when we train in military arts, the first thing they teach us is how to temper our hearts. All right then. I am gonna go work out my body to train my mind. You coming?
Of course. Be aware, however, that I see no need to hold back against you any longer.
Show me a little mercy here.
Would anyone have imagined I would be dressed to be wed so soon? And of them, who could have anticipated these circumstances?
Quite the hassle, huh? Must have been hard.
This was all merely performative, of course. But honestly, how did I look? Fit for the attire?
What? Yeah, I mean... You looked great.
Well then, my thanks.
Actually, it was nice to see a different side of you than usual. But...
But... what?
I can't really put my finger on it, but something about it just didn't sit right. I mean, the ceremony was so sudden. It also made me think, how can a dress get made that quickly?
A keen observation. The dress was not originally tailored for me, in fact. It was merely a refitting of a dress on hand.
Ah, now I gotcha. So, it wasn't the right one for a princess to wear.
Yet, I cannot help but think Uldor may have truly called for this in good faith.
Huh?
I am left feeling conflicted.
Is that Chloe and Malkya? Well, that's something you don't see every day.
Yes, child. What do you wish to consult with me?
I just don't have anyone else I can talk to about this.
Oh?
What do I have to do to get an older man to like me? I need to know!
What? Quite the inquiry. In my personal opinion, no matter how mature a man becomes, he will always have the mind of a boy.
The mind of a boy?
Correct. Thus, understanding a boy's mindset would be an effective method in garnering a man's appeal. For people instinctively seek out those who can understand how they feel.
Oh my gosh, you're totally right! That makes perfect sense! Malkya, you're a genius!
Truly now, I am pleased to know I was of assistance.
I really admire adults like you with years and years of experience!
Child, please, you are much too gracious.
Oh, that reminds me.
Yes, you have come this far. You may as well continue.
Malkya, may I ask how old you are?
I am willing to answer you. However... Are you quite sure you will not regret asking?
I'm sorry, no more questions from me.
Yes, that would be wise. And the same applies to whomever is eavesdropping over there.
Yeah.
Ray? Speak up if that's you!
Sorry for listening in. But, I appreciate you hearing Chloe out.
Pay it no mind. It is an elder's duty to spark the fires of passion in the young.
An elder, huh? Nope. I am not saying a word. Hey, how's it going? You got some free time on your hands?
I do not. You're bored, aren't you?
Is it that obvious? Oddly enough, I've got nothing to do.
What do you usually do when you have free time like today? Or say, on your day off?
Huh. My day off? Well... I like to work out a little bit.
Really? So do I.
Yeah, I get all stiff after hanging out on the ship too long. Regular little workout keeps me limber and keeps my mind sharp.
That's so true for outer space. Would you mind letting me try out the Vergold battle simulator sometime?
Sure, very cool. And how about letting me have a go with the Federations when the time's right?
You got it.
Galaxy full of items new to the eye. Be still, my beating heart.
Ydas was poking around a moment ago. He didn't break anything, did he? Simply say the word and I shall clap some restraints on him.
Taking the crash course, I see?
There's so much to learn. I'd like to at least get a little more familiar with the Aldous. Before we meet up with the Vela Gulf, so that I may be of some use if the situation turns bad.
Don't push yourself too hard. You must be plenty tired as it is.
I can't allow myself to be tired. I don't want this to be a repeat of the Ydas. I have a duty to protect the Aldous as a soldier of the Federation.
I feel you, but getting proper rest also falls under your responsibilities as an Aldous crew member. So take it easy. Captain's orders. Got it?
I'll do my best.
There's still so much Marielle and I both don't seem to know about this entire situation. Might be a good idea to see what DUMA can tell me. Laeticia and everyone should be in the common area.
How inconsiderate.
I would like to know why you came aboard the Ydas, DUMA.
We were dispatched to assess the integration suitability of Vergoldians.
What? So the shippers we were dealing with were Scorpium?
Affirmative.
But the client sure seemed like a human, from what I could tell at least.
The Scorpium Collective takes many forms. Some may appear entirely cybernetic, others as cyborgs or androids. There are also those who are entirely organic in nature.
Ah, great. It is frickin' horrifying to know that we handled unknown cargo from unknown clients. So you're saying that if I succeeded in delivering you, all of Vergold would be Scorpium by now?
Horrifying is an unfairly emotional evaluation. Integration with Scorpium is...
Yeah, I don't care what you think, all right? Based on what we've seen and heard about it, That's how I feel. Deal with it.
We cannot refute this statement. If Scorpium is truly acting in violation of our principles, it would be in defiance of our very existence itself.
Are you confused?
Do you even get confused?
We cannot deny this possibility. There is a need for us to learn the truth of these events in order to carry out our mission successfully. We shall cooperate as much as possible when necessary.
Oh, I'll see to it that you shall. Don't worry about that. After all, you're different from the other DUMA, aren't you?